Hello friends, in this video we will discuss about the endometriosis. We are continuing the series. What can be the risk factor for endometriosis? Wherever there is a high amount of estrogen, when the woman is exposed to high amount of estrogen, it will have a chance of developing endometriosis. Just like it can be a family history, early menarche, late menopause, that means more and more amount of estrogenic cycles are there. Heavy alcohol, caffeine, high socio-economic status, drug exposure, and obesity. Obesity also, the estrogen level are higher. What is the incidence of the endometriosis? 3 to 10% in the 25 to 35 year age of women. What are the organs involved? Most commonly involved is ovary, then comes to the pouch of Douglas, then uterosacral ligament, and then comes to the fallopian tubes. What we see in the finding, we can see the retroverted uterus because of the adhesions. Now there is a classification of endometriosis on the basis of the lesions seen in laparoscopy. So there are minimal, there is a first class is a minimal endometriosis, in which we can see some isolated superficial disease. So this kind of powder burn lesions are seen on the endometrium, reddish black. And the second category is a mild amount, in which we have a superficial endometriosis but multiple lesions are seen. Here isolated one lesion, here multiple lesions, but both minimal and mild disease have a superficial burns. If we go deep, if these lesions go deep into the tissue, then it converted into moderate to severe amount of endometriosis. In the moderate endometriosis, we can see superficial, also deep lesions and multiple lesions. And the severe endometriosis, in that we can see the large ovarian endometrioma is seen, adhesions in the tube and cul-de-sacs. Everything is suggestive of a severe endometriosis. Now let's come to the medical management of the endometriosis. As we have discussed in our concept video, we will try first to do a medical management, and then we will go for surgical management. What is a medical management? What is our goal? We want to cut the source of extra estrogen. So we can do it by suppressing the pituitary. We can normalize the level of estrogen and progesterone microenvironment. We can decrease the effect of estrogen with the help of aromatase inhibitor. We can decrease the effect of estrogen progesterone along with helping the mifepristone. So mifepristone will do what? It will cause atrophy of endometrium. The progesterone is a drug which acts on the endometrium. It will decidualize the endometrium, and that decidualized endometrium will have a atrophy and shedding. So these drugs are used. GnRH agonist is just like a medical menopause, which induce the menopause, stopping the pituitary and stopping the FSH, LH, and thereby estrogen and progesterone. So these drugs can help. What is the most commonly used drug? Is the OC pills. OC pills do what? They just normalize the level of estrogen and progesterone microenvironment. When there is a large ovarian involvement, that means large chocolate cysts, then we only have a surgical management option. We can do adenolysis, fulguration of the implants using laser, and laparoscopic uterosacral nerve ablation. Everything we can do surgically, so we can remove the main symptoms of pain and infertility. Thank you, friends.